Where do I even begin? What started off as a simple little book called A Crude World. You've seen the video. You've seen me talk about it. You've heard me speak about it. Has become much, much more. It's become an ugly war between me and the administrators of the New York Mercantile Exchange page on Facebook. They have gone so far now as to post a warning to the members of the New York Mercantile Exchange page and the New York Mercantile Exchange Old Friends page on Facebook that any mention of the name Russell Andresen or A Crude World will be deleted immediately. This was an uncalled for and unprovoked attack. I have been dealing with this since the release of this book. They wanted a war? Well, now they have one. Because guess what? The book is published. The book is doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's getting the word out. It's telling the true story about what was really going on that exchange for years. For the years that I was on the exchange and even the years before. There's nothing they can do to stop it. The only thing they've done now is they've provoked me. They've poked the bear one too many times. I've been called every ugly name you can possibly imagine. I've had my family attacked. I've been threatened. I was banned from Facebook for 12 hours for doing nothing more than writing a book. This one, right here, A Crude World. They are scared to death of the book. And you want to know something? It's only going to get worse for them. Because I have a radio interview coming up. Because of the popularity of the book. And guess what the main topic is going to be? The main topic is going to be this book. And not only is that going to be the topic, but we are going to discuss the fact that the members of the New York Mercantile Exchange Facebook pages are so afraid of me and afraid of what I wrote that they banned me. They sent out a warning to their members about me. I'm attaching to this YouTube video in the description a copy of the warning. It is hilarious to see. It clearly says any mention of the name Russell Andresen or A Crude World and you will be deleted from the page. What could possibly be in this book that scares them so much? Is it the fact that I'm telling the truth? Is it the fact that they didn't want anyone to know what was going on? Is it the fact that perhaps the reason why it was so easy for the powers that be to sell out the exchange, to end open outcry, was because the floor was a festering cesspool of thieves, drug addicts, womanizers, and bigots? Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what they were. That's what I wrote about. And guess what? There will be another one. I will be writing a follow-up book to it. They cannot stop this book. That is the beautiful thing about the written word. The written word cannot be silenced. Once it's put to paper, it begins to build a life of its own. It becomes this living, breathing thing that just wants to devour everything in its path. And that's what this book is doing. It has them scared to death. They are frightened of me. They are afraid of my book. They don't want you to read it. They want to do everything in their power to keep you from reading it. They're trying to prevent you from knowing the truth. In chapters alone where I write about women, how the women would sell out their own bodies, how some of the women were so evil and manipulative that they struck fear into these men. How minorities were treated like second-class citizens, even below second-class citizens. The rampant drug use. After 9/11, when we had bomb-sniffing dogs walking around the building, you've never seen so many men in your life go running for cover to flush their drugs down the toilets. And this was all during the daily course of commerce. They like to call it the last bastion of trading. This was where free trade was allowed. This is where, oh my God, capitalism ruled. Well, guess what? This is also where the lowest forms of life ran rampant. The degenerates of the world were the ones who ruled the exchange, and they ruled it for years. And I had the nerve to write about it. And now they've tried to silence me. You will not silence me. You cannot silence me. You think that you've won? You started a war. I did not start this war, but I will finish this war. You wanted one? You got one. All I can say to all of you out there who have supported this book, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You have made this book a success. It continues to rise up the charts. It's not exactly where I want it yet, but we're getting there. The more you spread the word, you're the ones with the power. Spread the word about A Crude World. Tell all of your friends about it. Buy a copy. In the coming weeks, I will be posting more videos in which I will give P.O. Box numbers to where you can order directly from me and have personalized signed copies done. But until then, I want you to support this book. I want you to let them know, these titans of industry who are so arrogant that they think that they can silence me by banning me. They banned me. I gave my life's blood to that floor. My father worked for that exchange for 26 years. He worked for that exchange before there was a World Trade Center. I almost lost my life on that floor. I almost died on 9/11. I almost died at the terror of the towers. I was pulled into such rampant drug use that it's a miracle I did not OD. I write about that. I did everything that was ever asked of me. I lied to men's wives about their husbands' extracurricular activities. And the thanks that I get is I get banned. I kept my mouth shut to the point where in this book I changed everyone's name. I didn't name anyone. And the thanks that I get is banishment. You don't banish people who you're not afraid of. You banish people who scare the hell out of you. Do you think Napoleon was banished because everyone thought he was a jolly little fellow? No. We all know why he was banished. Because he was a madman. I'm not a madman, but I have been known to play one on TV. So I'm going to leave you now, friends, with this. There is one reason, and one reason alone, why this book has been banned by the members of the New York Mercantile Exchange. They don't want you to read it. You want controversy? You want inside stories? You want the truth from someone who did it all? Buy the book. Read the book. Tell your friends about the book. You make up your own minds. You let them know that you are the ones with the power. Until next time we speak, good night, good luck, and God bless.